So inside of Unity, I'm just going to create a new script. Audio Manager. And a sound script. We're going to make an empty to hold our Audio Manager script. So there's an empty that we name Audio Manager, and I'm going to drop the script on top of it. So an empty that I've named Audio Manager, and then I'm going to drag the script right on there. Audio Manager script. There's nothing in it at the moment. It's just this. It's the standard. So I created the two, but they're empty at the moment. We're going to add a line that says we're using Unity Engine Audio at the top of the Sound class and the Audio Manager. So Unity Engine.audio. So I'll open the Audio Manager. There we go. I'll add a using line. Okay, just in the sound script for a while, we're going to remove the mono behavior reference because we're going to create our own custom class called sound. We're going to add a public audio clip file as well. So remove mono behavior. Get rid of start and update. Public audio clip named clip. So nothing here, just this image. We need to add this line system serializable because it's a custom class. It's no longer going for mono. We want it to be read by Unity. And then basically we're going to be adding the different properties that we want to adjust on each sound. So volume and pitch would be one. Also adding things for looping and stuff. So they'd be two floats of volume and pitch. So above everything, dot serializable. Oh, it gave me an autocomplete. Thank you. Public float volume. Public float pitch. Whoa, it's like it knows what I'm going to say. Each sound is going to have a name, a string that we're going to give it to it. And we're also going to set our ranges for our volume and a range for our pitch. So it can't go higher or lower than either of these. Can't go lower than 0 on volume. Can't go lower than 0.1 on pitch. If you go to 0, then it just stops completely. Speed and pitch are connected. 2 final lines, then we'll be done with this sound class. So we want to have a true or false whether this loops or not. So with music, you generally want it to loop. With a jump sound effect, you wouldn't. So it's good to have a command for it. And then we're going to add an audio source that we don't need to see in the inspector. It's just going to be created every time a sound is played. So loop and audio source source. We'll hide an inspector. Okay, sound class is quite short. The audio manager is a little bit longer. I'll jump back over to the audio manager. Where are you now? So this little symbol here, it means an array or list. We basically want our sound class to be applied in a list of sounds. So we have to save the sound file before we can implement inside Audio Manager, or it won't see it, so make sure you save. And I'm going to add an awake method. Okay, the next thing we need to do is loop through all of our sounds in our list that we created, however many sounds we need, and add all of the properties we created. So it needs an audio source, it needs an audio clip, so the audio source is playing the audio clip, and then our properties for volume, pitch, and looping. For each sound, S in sound, so that's each individual one. If we use the I for each I and whatever, and it applies it at the start. It's basically taking the sound class and using it in the audio manager. That goes in awake, so before the start. Yeah, it's giving me a nice var sound in sounds. We can call it by the capital letter sound, so that's the class name. S.source equals add the component audio source. Source, clip, volume, pitch, loop. Okay, so two things we need. One, we're going to add a using system line at the top. This means you don't have to write another for each loop. You can just check that the names match in the system. Using system at the top of the Audio Manager script. And then we need a play method. Play. This is something we can call from other scripts to play individual sounds. And we'll select it by its name. So it's going to take the argument of string name. This is the same name that we gave in here. I'm going to use array find. We'll look in our list of sounds and see if the sound here matches our sound name. Sound name, does it equal the name that we've given it right there? It's going to take the name and use array and look through the list that we have. Then want us to look through the list of sounds to see if our sound name is equal to the name we've given. It'll play that sound from the audio source that we've added and this method. The whole thing is new. And just be careful with capital S when we're looking at the sound class, and then lowercase whenever looking at individual sounds. little bit of null reference exemption prevention. So if it cannot find the sound that we've named, then it should tell us. A little bit of debug. As well as telling us, it should tell us that the sound can't be found, and it should also give a return. This means that is no longer a null reference. It won't keep looking for that sound. It'll go, oh, if you can't find it, it's not there. Return. So no more null check if we do that return line. So it's going to check if we somehow do not have the sound, print the name, which is this name here. Okay, a little check to make sure we only have one audio manager in our scene. Two of them would have double the amount of sound. That might create conflicts. So we create an instance of it, a static audio manager instance. Then we're going to check if it's equal to null, the same we're checking for sounds. If there's no audio manager, put one in. If there is already an audio manager, destroy this one. As always with check for null, we want to end with a return line. There's no conflicts later on. final line, this whole thing, is it don't destroy on load, which the canvas does already. It just means it won't disappear in between scenes. So if you have some like music that you want to keep playing as you go from level 1 to level 2, it'll keep going. So capital on every new word goes the command. And lowercase g for game object, because we're talking about the object this script is on. I save this, and now I can go back to Unity and load in my different sounds that I want to use. So there's our sounds array, our list. We can add more sounds as we want. So let's disable my sound maker for the moment. So we press play, should be no sound, because this is off. Okay, no sound, great. So add a sound, give it a name that's easy to remember, and then when you want to use it, you can use the find object of type and call it where you need to call it. So what should I add? Maybe some UI sounds. Yeah, I'll add a noise for my home button first. Why not? Home button. I'll use this little blip from earlier. That can be my button sound. I'll load that into my audio manager as I've named it home button. Blip. Pitch I'll set at 1 by default. There's my first sound. I only have one sound because I put this number at 1. If I put it to 2, I now have 2 home buttons, so it just duplicates the last one. I can modify that as I need it. Yeah, I'll add one for the music track as well. music 1. Let's say, just in case I want more music later on. I'm sure I will. So, once you've named your sound, that's the name that you're going to use in your sound name here when you click play. Oh, and I didn't add the string name right here. Oops. So I missed a step here. I need the argument of string name or else none of this is going to work in the play method. And I just add this line, find object of type, audio manager play, and then whatever name I've given it. So here I want to put my home button as part of the UI. So my start menu script is controlling the UI buttons. Go to my menu manager, open my start menu script. There we go, home button right here. So we know everything's going to occur when I press this home button. Play. I think the name of the sound was home. Let's check my audio manager. Home button, I named it. Merry Christmas. I'm adding it to every single one. So I can click that. And it means I don't have to worry about instantiating and destroying a sound because it's just handled right here. When I bring my music to start, when we enter into this mode, I can just use one of my scripts on start. What am I using? I mean, I suppose I'm using the... No, that wouldn't make sense because that's in the main menu as well. I suppose I could just... No, that would start in the other one. So to start music when we start here, I suppose I could make just another script that, or use our sound maker and modify it. But I don't want to adjust that. So I've just made a brand new script called music start. All I'm going to do is start some music with find object of type. So once you have the audio manager set up, you never need to modify it again. You can just use this line find object of type in any script. Here's a brand new script. I wanted to play the music. I think I called it music 1. Check management. I did. Let's say loop. Music 1. 0.5. So now once we start the game, it's going to start that first music file. We could also put a command in to start a random music file if we had 3 of them. And it doesn't stop as we go to the main menu. And then yeah, you could look at your value, your level. Maybe it's too high. I go even lower. 0.2. That's like very clearly hear the sound of it. Oof. And then trying to modify you could add sounds inside of the character controller. But then you're digging into this whole thing here. Get around vertical bubbles up. Where's our actual jump? Okay, jump vertical. Where's the actual key press though? Oh, there we go. If is grounded and input get button jump, it'll do a jump. We could also add our sound effect here. But we could also just use a very similar scripting method as we did before. Instead of instantiating a jump sound prefab, we just use our find object of type. Whenever I named my jump sound in Unity, I believe it was jump. In Audio Manager, yep, just jump. So this, once you've set it up, this one line of code will do everything for you. Anything else? If we're on collision, what about the kill zones? Yep, so our kill zone script's checking for the player. If it hits the player, it's gonna do that load checkpoint. We could also play a noise there as well. Jump, home button music. Let's add another sound to our mix. I'll just call it kill. And what sound? Let's use crash. Yeah, that sounds negative. And now I've set this up as my kill noise, crash. I can just call that inside of the kill zone script. Find object of type, audio manager, play, and the sound I named it was kill. So I'm not going to delete, obviously, I need that load checkpoint. Kill. And that music again. Because I forgot to do that. Uncheck looping. Try one more time. And pressing escape shows the cursor. Should hide it as well. Whew, and that's it for Unity Audio. I'm sorry that was a very fast tutorial. We're running out of time towards the end, so I was like, skip through that quickly. But it is all recorded if you need to follow what I'm doing.